Have you ever had one of those days where everything just goes sideways? You know, you spill your coffee, miss your bus, forget your keys. Well, try this on for size. 1 minute you're just refueling a helicopter, the next, you're flying it completely alone, with no idea how to land. Sounds like a Hollywood movie, right? But this actually happened, and it asks the incredible story of a woman who stared fear in the face and refused to back down. This is the story of Tracy Curtis Taylor, but the hero of our tale is the woman who found herself unexpectedly at the controls. It all started on a routine day. Tracy, a seasoned aviator, was on an epic solo flight journey. She landed her vintage biplane at a remote airfield for a quick refuel. A local woman, whose name has been kept private to respect her wishes, was working at the fuel pump. She was just doing her job, topping up the tanks, when Tracy asked if she'd like to hop in the passenger seat for a quick joyride around the area. Who could say no to that? It was a beautiful day, a chance for a thrilling, once-in-a-lifetime experience. They took off, soaring over the breathtaking landscape. The engine hummed, the wind rushed past. It was perfect. The woman was soaking it all in, mesmerized by the view from above. But then, the unthinkable happened. The pilot, Tracy, suddenly lost consciousness. One moment she was navigating the skies, the next she was slumped over the controls. The joyride instantly turned into a nightmare. The helicopter, a Robinson R-44, began to drift, its engines still running, thousands of feet in the air with no one in control. Panic surged through the passenger. She was alone. The pilot was unresponsive, and she was in a complex machine she had no clue how to operate. Her mind raced. The ground seemed terrifyingly far away. Every instinct screamed that this was it. This was the end. It's a moment that would break most people. But in that cockpit, amidst the terrifying roar of the rotors and the overwhelming fear, something inside her clicked. She knew she had two choices: give up or fight. She chose to fight. She grabbed the radio, her voice trembling but determined. "Mayday, mayday, mayday, the pilot is unconscious, I don't know how to fly." Her desperate call crackled through the airwaves. On the ground, air traffic controllers snapped to attention. They knew this was a life-or-death situation. An experienced flight instructor, Roger Corbin, was scrambled to help. He got on the radio, his voice a calm, steady presence in the chaos. "Okay, just listen to my voice," he said. "We're going to get you down safely." For the next hour, which must have felt like an eternity, Roger talked her through every single step. He had her identify the controls, the cyclic, the collective, the pedals. He explained what each one did, teaching her the absolute basics of helicopter flight over the radio. Imagine trying to learn how to ride a bike by having someone just tell you what to do over the phone. Now multiply that difficulty by 1,000. She had to gently push the cyclic to steer, pull the collective to manage altitude, and use the pedals to keep the nose straight. Every movement had to be precise, or the helicopter could spin out of control. Slowly, painstakingly, she began to get a feel for the machine. She managed to stabilize the helicopter and started guiding it back towards the airfield. As she got closer, the final, most terrifying challenge loomed. Landing. Landing a helicopter is one of the hardest skills for a pilot to master, requiring delicate coordination of all controls simultaneously. Roger talked her through the descent, telling her to reduce power, keep it steady, and aim for the runway. The ground rushed up to meet her. With Roger's voice in her ear and every ounce of her courage, she brought the helicopter down. It wasn't a gentle landing. It hit the ground hard, skidding and bouncing, but it was down. And she was alive. Emergency crews rushed to the scene. They found the pilot still unconscious but alive, and the passenger shaken but incredibly unharmed. She had done the impossible. A woman with zero flight experience had successfully landed a helicopter, guided only by a voice on the radio. Her bravery and composure under unimaginable pressure saved both their lives. This story is a powerful reminder that we all have a reservoir of strength inside us that we might not even know exists. waiting for a moment when we need it most. Thank you so much for watching. If you were as inspired by this incredible story as I was, please hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing true stories. We'll see you in the next video.